Alright people, so today I'm here to show you my new escape survival EDC preparedness kit, you could say. And this is how it comes. I tied a paracord lanyard on there so that you could hang it from your neck, or you could just go ahead and stick it in your cargo pocket like so. This would be hanging out, and if you need it you just grab it and there you go. So what we have here is a watertight container. I got that from a true utility knife that I bought. And yeah, it's watertight and it has the perfect size. It's not much bigger than the phone. So if you compare the two, the phone is actually bigger. Just not as thick. But yeah, very, very portable, cool kit. And I'm going to show you what's inside here. So actually let's start first with the outside, and this is a controversial point among survivalists. So I have something to eat here, which is energy gel. It's 40 grams, very, very high density in calories. And if you need a rush, if you need some extra power because you're on the run or you're getting chased, or yeah, you need it, you take it, you rip it open, and there you go. It's fine. You don't need water to actually use this. Yeah, I attached this using about 2 feet of duct tape. You can always use duct tape for 10,000 of purposes. You know, making fire, repairing gear, whatever, you name it. So let's actually get inside. And it has a very nice, come on, watertight seal here, so it's definitely gonna stay dry inside. And first thing is an emergency light. This is a red version. This has the blinking mode, the slower blinking mode, and of course a constant on. And the reason why I went with red was I had the white one in use. And also red is a good tactical light. It's less likely to be spotted if you're out there, and also it doesn't drain the battery as fast. This is about 32 hours of constant light that you have here in this very, very small keychain sized package. So I went with this one and I'm happy with it. And then the second two things go in conjunction with each other. I'm going to sit this down. So I have 4 water purification tablets here. These are all each good for 1 liter of water. And I also got a 1 liter bag here with some cord, so it stays nice and tight and compact. And if I collect water, I can tie it shut and then use the water purification tablets to get me a nice drink. Well, it doesn't taste very nice, but it's gonna get you through. So very nice option to have. And 4 liters, you can easily survive 2 or 3 days of this without being too exhausted, depending of course on your environment, how many gear you're carrying around and whatnot. But even on a very hot day with a lot of equipment, this is going to give you 1 extra day, if you can of course find water. Okay, what's next? Well, we need to find our way out of the misery. So got a liquid filled button compass here, and I actually bought these in a bulk of 10, and these are made to slide on a paracord bracelet like this one, or yeah, whatever piece of gear you have, you can tie this on and use it. And one thing I learned from experience is you need to make sure that they actually work. So take these ones out, get a real compass and compare them. Out of the 10 I bought, actually only 6 worked properly. So I tossed the other 4 in the trash immediately and only picked the ones that actually worked. So make sure to get a good compass and test it. Alright, what's next? Well, we have some painkillers, and also have of course my personal medication for 1 day. I mean, I can live without it, so it's not if I don't get it for 24 hours I'm gonna die or something. but it's just to keep you running on a normal pace, because if you're in a stressful situation and you don't have your pills, and yeah, it's gonna weaken you where it doesn't need you to whatever, you get the point, I think. All right, so moving on, we have one of the 5 big survival C's. Well, we had one before, that's cordage, and the next is a cutting tool. So this is a very, very old Swiss Army knife. This is the Echo 2.0, I believe, or Economy, something like this. I can't just remember, I have to look it up. Maybe on the blade. No. Well, whatever. It's one of the more basic models, so you have a big blade and you have a small blade, so that's covered, and then you have all your basic stuff. You have your bottle opener, can opener, screwdriver, you've got your corkscrew, which will be very helpful if you get stranded in France and need to live off wine for, let's say, a week. No, I'm just kidding. And of course an awl. So cutting tool, we have it, and as you can see, there is still plenty more of stuff here. So very good container. Can highly recommend these containers to you. And then we have some more items that go in conjunction, which is thread, small spool of it. I don't know how much is on here, but if I had to guess, it's like, I don't know, 25, 30 meters or so, that being 90 foot. So a lot of cordage, maybe for fixing gear, therefore the needles. And of course you can also use this if you had a hook in here. I hadn't had one handy, so if I had, I had to put this in. I had put this in here to make a fishing kit. Man, where's my speech gone? Okay, moving on, we have a condom. So you have a backup option for carrying water with this. If your back gets ripped or whatever, you can use this. And well, if you meet a nice survival lady, there you go, we are prepared. Okay, and the next compartment is fire. And being able to make a fire under any condition is very helpful, especially if you're like me and I haven't packed any shelter elements in here other than cordage for tying stuff together. But I don't have a space blanket, which I thought of putting in here, but it was slightly too large and also very thick, so I left it out. So no Mylar or any other shelter option. So I haven't had this, so I have to rely on fire to keep away animals, which isn't the big problem here in Germany, but to stay warm, and also as a signaling option. And it's also very good to keep your morale high, and you can prep food and whatever. I could go on forever, but yeah, the point is fire is important. So you need multiple ways of getting your fire started, and I would also suggest you to bring you your own tinder, because you never know if you're gonna find a good source. So first off, I have a fire steel. As you can see, this is a really thin one. I got some paracord wrapped around it with a striker, so I can definitely get things done. So fire steel, and of course the mini big lighter, which I think is seen in basically every survival kit. So big lighter, nothing special. And then there are some more goodies in here, being a tampon, which is a very good source of tinder. Especially this is also wrapped watertight, so even if the container was broken, shattered, the gasket was, I don't know, not properly manufactured, this one will stay dry. So good dry tinder, and of course the fire steel will work in any condition, so it doesn't matter, you get your fire. And then I got this, which is basically a copy of a Wazoo Survival Fat Pack. This is some petroleum jelly on a cotton ball, which is then sealed inside this straw, which is also a very good tinder. And you can get this out and light it, and it will burn, or you can just rip this open and light it then, and then it burns a lot longer, more like a candle, which is also very helpful. Or you can of course tear this open and use some of the petroleum jelly to help a cut heal, for example, or get some other stuff done. So very versatile, and talking survival is talking versatile. So yeah, and then I have this one here, also bought in a pack of 10 from good old China for $1. This is a Fresnel Lens. I'm not very good at making a solar fire, so I basically just got it in here to show it to you and to give you an idea of a very flat but maybe also helpful item. I'm not the biggest fan of these. Yeah, I had the space, so Fresnel Lens. And of course, only put stuff in here that you think is useful to you, and just don't put it there because it's cool and other people put it in there and you maybe don't like it, or you haven't had any experiences with it, and then you need to use your stuff and you're like, what the fuck am I going to do with this now? Okay, and last but not least, we of course also have some first aid items. Having a little boo-boo kit here, which consists out of an isopropyl alcohol wipe, so other way of starting a fire, which is not really the biggest one, but also for cleaning some wounds. And yeah, we have it in there, good thing to have. And then I have a good old band-aid, one of the bigger versions. You can use it like this, or you can cut it and use it for multiple cuts. And then I have a 2x2 piece of gauze right here that you can also use, and of course you can use these two in conjunction. So if you had a cut right here, you could put on your gauze and then tape this on there using your band-aid or using your duct tape, and create a seal this way so dirt doesn't get in here. You stop the bleeding, everything is fine. Of course, this is like I said, very minimalistic kit. This is what I would call a boo-boo kit, so you can treat arterial bleeding and whatnot with this, but it's better to have nothing, and it will prevent a little cut from getting infected, and that's very important, especially if you don't know when help is gonna come and rescue you. Okay, so that's basically it. Like I said, all based around this little small container. Yeah, I hope you found this interesting, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.